Good morning, everybody. It's Friday today, and I'm here to show you all the things I've made throughout the week. And I've also got a little bit of Christmas in July-ness to show you. I've finished my one doll that I've made, my Christmas in July doll, which I'm going to show you. She's a bit quirky, and I will tell you that she's called Prudence, but I'm going to show you towards the end. I've also got another Christmas in July stitchery thing, which I bought a while ago, which I might make. So I'll show you. I might make it. I'm not going to make it this month. I might make it at Christmas. Just thought I'd show you that as well because it's kind of Christmassy. I've finished my organza bag, so I'm going to show you that in a moment. I've got updates on some of my other projects as well, so I'll show you them in a moment. But I'm going to start with the bag. I hope you're all well and enjoying this summer. If you're in the UK, it's a lovely summer, isn't it? No, it's raining, it's cold, it's windy, it's very strange weather, but never mind. I'm on holiday from work next week, so I don't care what the weather is. It's been really busy at work and I've had to learn loads of new things, so my brain is just like overwhelmed with learning. As you get older, it's so much harder to take in new information, isn't it? I find. So yeah, my brain needs a rest and it needs to just focus on relaxing and, of course, making things and crafting. So I can't remember how much of this I showed you last time. I wanted to make an organza bag based on the sewing bee bags that they made, where they use scraps of fabric, cut them all up, or they're already scrappy, put a fabric base, put those all on top, put organza on top and quilt at the top to keep them all in place, basically. So lovely Rachel sent me some lovely ladies fabric to go with my lovely chaps, my lovely men fabric. And I used one of the ladies for a bag for myself. And I also got together lots of my fabric scraps. Had really good, this was so much fun to make, apart from the lines on the quilting. I didn't really like doing that. I didn't hate it, but they went a bit wonky at the end and I was a bit disappointed. But you can't really tell now the bag's finished, actually. So yeah, put them all together, put the organza on the top, and you can't really see the organza. It just gives it a misty, cloudy appearance, which I really like. I'd already got this from another bag that I didn't use anymore, the strap, so I'll put that on as well. I've actually used it. I took it to work yesterday, so I had to take my purse out of it because I had my purse in coffee, because I might spill my coffee out the way, in the coffee everywhere. So there's my finished bag. I made it super simple. I didn't do any fancy straps. I just stitched in, made some some ties and just stitched them in as I went round, and it's got that gingham inside, and I used some of the new fabric that I bought that I've made for bags on the back, just kind of like a chambray on the back, and I'll give you a look at the lovely. But what I like about this is, don't they all blend in? It just looks like one piece of fabric to me. So, and I didn't think it loads. I just looked at what looked nice together and just got a pile out and just kind of mixed and matched them around and cut them. I cut them out really roughly. I wasn't particular about how I cut them. The organza was really slippery to stitch over. It was quite hard to use, so I like the idea of making more things like this, but I don't know whether I will. I'd have to be in the right mood because it wasn't easy to, quite slippery, so it wasn't easy to stitch over. But I'm really happy with the bag. It's a lovely bag for me. I needed a new bag because my other bag, I took some porridge to work in a plastic dish, and I put seeds in the top with some maple syrup, but the maple syrup leaked all out inside my bag, so it's all stained now. I'm not sure if I can wash it or not because I've made it myself. So yeah, there's my bag in use. Can you see I've got this skirt's too big? I've got a safety pin on, so you probably got a big close-up of that, or if you didn't, I've just told you now anyway. So there's the first item, my organza bag, which is in use. Let me have another bit more coffee. I've got to check the time because I'm filming this before work. I wanted to film it for days, but I just haven't had a chance. So I really want to get on YouTube and show everyone what I've made, but time has got away with me this week. I've got a bit of time, I'm okay. I've got a list. I don't plan what I talk about, as in I don't plan what I say, but I just write a general list of things because otherwise I'll just forget or will repeat myself. So next, I meant to show you this last time, but I didn't. I bought some, because I've been using up my old Liberty scraps. I really wanted to treat myself to some new and choose the colours, as in choose a selection of colours that go. So I got this from a shop on Etsy called Billow Fabrics. And on the back, she's got a website as well, because it says billowfabrics.co.uk. And I got that with a little piece, which I'll probably cut off and use as well, because I don't waste anything. And these are the colours I've chosen. I think it was £10.50, and I think there might be 10 pieces here, which I actually thought was really good value. So I don't know how I can show you those. Got that one. But they're all really pretty pinks. I think I have that one already, that yellow one. I love that one. I haven't had that one before, and that's really nice. Or that one. I don't know, I had any of those pinks at the back. So yeah, I don't know what I'll make. It might be something, it will be something quilty or English paper piecing-y or something like that, but I haven't decided yet. But they do cost a lot at Liberty Fabrics, and they're so beautiful. These are Tana Lawn ones, so they're really soft and fine. When I'm at my bags, I tend to use the cotton ones because they're a bit stronger, but these are lovely to work with for hand stitching. So we'll put them back in there. I had to buy some. When I bought my drawers from IKEA, I got some IKEA bags, and they're so good for using for putting projects in. So let's put that over there with the things I've shown you pile. And right, this is English paper piecing, and this is what I'm using up some of my old pieces, well, old, but my scraps of Liberty that I've had a while. So I was using some, is it here? Yes, I bought this. I showed you last time, didn't I? I bought this, and I'm using it to make a little boxy bag. I'm going to tie with ribbons at the top. Mostly hand stitch. I'm going to stitch bits slightly by machine, a couple of pieces just around the edge here. I'm going to do by machine. But each square around the sides I've now made and all stitched on, and I've repaired we'll show you them all. I've repaired all the embroidery because it was really coming off. I didn't look at it properly when I was in the shop, so I just grabbed it because I was so excited to find one. I forgot I bought another one. I'll show you after, but I went back to the shop again to look to see if there was some fabric there, and it wasn't there, but they did have another one, and this was only £1, but it might be because it wasn't, well, I'll just show you now. It wasn't white, it's a darker colour, so, but this was £1, but the other one was £4, so, but they look exactly the same. So it's on, like I said, it's not on white, it's on a different colour. So the embroidery in there is absolutely beautiful. So I grabbed that. It was £1. I wonder why it was £1 and the other one was £4. The only thing I can think of is the colour is different because they look the same age. But there's some gorgeous designs on there. So I don't know what I'm going to make with that. I've got no idea. But if you're interested, subscribe and you might see it in the future. Subscribe. Did I sound sarcastic? I hope it didn't. If you're interested and you'd like to see more of my makes and this kind of thing that I make, then you please subscribe. That would be really nice. And ring the bell thing as well. Not ring the bell, press the bell button because that sends you a notification. Lily's uploaded. Anyway, I'm not very good at doing that. I'll probably unsubscribe what you're going on about. So yes, happy with that, and that'll be a future project I'm excited about. Don't know what it's going to be yet. So there's the first one. This is the second one. And I think this is I don't know, every time I look at them I think they're all my favourite. That's the next one. I'm going to do, I'll show you on this one. This is a lilac-y one. I'm going to do a little bit of hand stitching, probably just around the outside. On these, I don't think I'm going to do it on the patterned ones because I think it might be too busy, but I'm not sure. I might really enjoy it and want to do it. I'm not sure. So, but that's ongoing. So I'm not sure how far I'll get with that in a week's time when I speak to you next. But really, really enjoying that. And I just love hand stitching. When something's watered, it makes me happy. It just feels so soft and lovely, and I can't believe how nice it is. I love this book. I'm on my 4th embroidery from it. It's so inspirational, and I am making a kind of something similar to this. Kind of 4 embroideries and made into a quilt with stitching. Oh, I lost my bookmark. I have a ribbon bookmark. This is what I need actually to tie this up. That would look nice on there, but I don't know if I've got any more. Yes, I'm making 4 embroideries and I'm going to make it into a quilt. I'm going to do some stitching over the top once I've patchwork around the outside. I'm hoping to use patchwork fabric. The patchwork fabric is going to be upcycled from shirts and clothes, I think. That's what I'm planning at the moment. I've got kind of a pile of things that I think are going to look nice. I might have to put some other fabric with it because I want it to look nice as well, so it depends kind of how it goes. But I'm going to just do a bit at a time. So the ones I've made already are this one. lilac. This one, is it called Queen's Anne lace? I think Queen Anne's lace. This one was forget-me-nots, but I made mine pink. So it isn't any particular flower. I just love that colour, pink. And this is the last one, which I've used variegated thread on that one, just started it. It's DMC, a variegated thread, kind of autumny colours. It's kind of loosely, I wanted the quilt to be loosely seasonal, as in I might do 4 seasonal colours, but I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with that, or how much I will stick to it, because the flowers I've chosen aren't particularly seasonal. They're just different flowers that I liked and colours that I liked, really, so it's not too thought out. But I'm looking forward to getting it all laid out and thinking what colours I'm going to use, and yeah, so that's going to be like a slow stitched natural looking quilt. But in my head I would like to make a proper quilt. I keep seeing quilts that people have made that are beautiful, and I would quite like to make a quilt for our bed. I don't know what theme or colour or how I'm going to make it all, but it's in my little bit in my mind that I might make one in the future, possibly. So, have I shown you everything apart from the Christmas things? Yes, I have. So, Christmas in July. If you're really Christmassy and you've waited till the end, very patient of you. Thank you for waiting to the end. As I've said before, I'm not I like making seasonal things, but I don't make a lot of Christmas things, if I'm honest. But I have made a Christmas doll. She's called Prudence, and you know I'm quirky, so if you haven't seen my makes before, just brace yourself. My doll makes. I've kind of used a couple of patterns and mixed them up to make her, so I wouldn't say it's particularly my own pattern, but it's not particularly anybody else's pattern. I just made it up, and I didn't know how it was going to work. As I was making her, I thought this could be good, or it could go really wrong, and I had the idea in my head, and I drew a sketch out, which actually, she does actually look a bit like the sketch. So, I'll give you a spoiler. So, I would like you to meet Prudence Pudding. There she is. Are you all laughing? I think she's cute. And she's got little leg warmers. So her colours are they're loosely Christmassy colours. The dress I made from a bit of a pillowcase is the pink, and the gingham I got for £1 from the vintage charity shop. And do you remember I had if you've watched me for a long time, I had the brown, it's brown linen that I bought to make my niece May a horse out of, but then I didn't really, maybe she didn't want the colour, or I didn't use the colour. I got loads of it. I thought, I've been wanting something to make out of it. And when I thought about making something for Christmas in July, I thought actually, the colour just looks like a Christmas pudding, this colour. So, and then I thought about maybe using some felt on for the icing, and then I just made that up. And that these I'd kept from a cracker, didn't make those, they were on wire, so I just made them up. I just kind of stitched them on there and stitched on a head, like a bow, a Christmas bow on the top of the Christmas pudding. So what do you think of her? Do you think she's cute, or do you think she's too quirky for words? I said about last time, Neil thinks I'm mad because I've got so many animals I've made now, and toys and things. And she was on the window because I was trying to take a photo of her, so I kind of got her hooked on the French doors on the handle. And he said, "You're making Christmas things?" only one, and it's going away till Christmas. Yeah, so I'm pleased with her. She's my own little invention, all my idea, and I think she's got quite a nice little face. So I hope you like her, and I hope you're pleased that I joined in with Christmas in July, albeit just one thing. Well, I've got another thing I'm going to show you in a moment that I'm going to make, possibly near Christmas. So, I'm a bit sad to put her away, actually. But she's called Prudence Pudding. And she's happy to be a Christmas pudding head. She looks happy, doesn't she? I was quite pleased with her face. I just kind of guessed her face, and I think she's got a pretty face. Anyway, let's put her there. yes, I bought this, which is still Christmassy. Where's it gone? Underneath my bag, I expect. No, oh, here it is. This is a cross stitch, and I don't do cross stitch because I find it strains my eyes and it's too restrictive, as in I know what it's going to look, I know what it's going to look like before I've started it. Do you know what I mean? I like to make things that I don't like. With her, I didn't really know what she was going to look like, but she turned out okay in the end. But I like that creativeness of starting something and you go with it, and then the excitement of kind of how it looks at the end. But this is quite small and it's a really pretty design, so I am going to make the effort to make it. It's got very small, it's on a very small Ada, but it's a little deer and a robin. I thought, do you know what, Lily, try and do that little bit of Christmas cross stitch. But I won't do that now because I don't want to make Christmassy things anymore now, but I will wait until maybe October or November. Not October because I'll be all autumny. November. For makes, I think autumn is my favourite time of year. I like all the pumpkin-y things and the colours, and I like, as for my pumpkin people that I made. So I'll put that away. You may see it in November. I'll make a special effort to do it, and I can make it into a Christmassy bag or something. So I think it's time to say goodbye now from Prudence. Make a little wave. I'm pleased with her. I'm quite proud of her because, like I said, I kind of had the idea. Do you want to see my sketch before I go? Sit there now. Well, she's going to fall off now. My little sketch. Oh, everything's going to fall out now. I can't draw. I'm rubbish at drawing. There we go. That's how bad I am at drawing. I did do everything on the drawing, but yeah, now she's come to life. It's nice, isn't it? You think just have an idea in your head and then it comes out and it works. It could have gone wrong and I would never have mentioned it. Well, I probably would have mentioned it, but it could have gone wrong. But she might make another appearance next week. Should I keep her out throughout July just to be kind of join in with Christmas in July a bit more? I'll keep her out. I'm quite pleased with her. Anyway, I think I better go now because I've got to go to work in a minute. I can't chat all day. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I hope the sun comes out next week for my holiday. I'm hoping to go paddleboarding, so I'll definitely record it if we do, because it's lovely on the river and there should be swans and things, and it's really beautiful. And I like filming on that. We're supposed to be doing it in June, but the weather was so bad and we didn't go in the end. So hopefully we'll do that. So I'll have a bit of outdoorsy stuff because I haven't really been anywhere all week. Yeah, so take care everybody, and I will see you in a week. Bye.